I got a few questions. I want you guys to answer these within like 15 seconds or less each. So this is going to be like speed round. All right. And so answer this from the perspective as if you were a current founder and you know all the knowledge that you have now.
I was a founder. No, okay.
Got it? All right. What or how should founders go about getting on the radar of a VC? Go.
Have a great founding team. Talk about Act 1, 2, and 3 and build a relationship with the VCs that you meet.
Amazing operating angel investors. Somebody who is an operator themselves, who took their own money out of their pocket, put it into you, calls me, who I know, I'm going to pay attention.
Okay. How should founders build buzz and investor momentum for their startup?
I wrote a post about this recently called like a kind of echolocation around deals. It's too easy to get an intro now, especially if you're a larger VC. So you want to hear it from a couple sources. You want to hear it from an angel that you know. You want to hear it from a seed fund that you've worked with. You want to hear it in one of your portfolio companies. A DevOps person says, we use this microservice. And then you kind of go, wait a minute, right? Because you're triangulating in a very cloudy environment.
Okay.
Yeah, multiple sources. My companies are using your software, your service. That's a great one. I've funded a couple of those. Keep moving.
All right, Dustin, this one's for you first, and then follow up by Semil. How should founders spend the first several minutes of their pitch?
I would say get right into the big vision. You're trying to keep me interested through your whole pitch. If you can't hook me early on this is going to be huge and I should be on my most focused version of me for the hour, which I really work hard, having been a founder, been told no by over 200 VCs. It's part of what we do at Wonder Ventures. We really think about the founder experience when you pitch us, but get to it early. If you spend 35 minutes getting into deep market sizing strategies, and I know the pharmaceutical business is big, tell me what you're doing and why you're going to win.
Yeah, I would say that initial meeting or pitch, or if you go through a deck or conversation, it just ends up being, you could call it unfair proxy of how we think as investors you're going to operate when you're recruiting somebody or trying to pitch Coca-Cola or trying to open up another office in London. And so I think just structure, command, EQ, reading the room, managing the clock, those are all like sort of professional communications. And again, this, you could have a product that's like moving off the charts and maybe people will give on that, but people do want to see that.
All right. 15 seconds now. All right.
Sorry.
Dustin, how should founders end the pitch and what should be their ask?
You should end the pitch with explicit ask. Don't come pitch me and then not have an answer. Like, what are you raising now? What are you raising? I actually advise my own company, so Straight Talk, not to give pricing. So tell me how much money you're raising, but don't tell me the pricing because you want that to be an open negotiation, and you often might even set yourself low. So that I usually wouldn't say, but I'm saying today. And make an ask. Say, what is the definitive next steps? So when you pitch Wonder Ventures, we say we will give you an answer within a week. That is our commitment. But if you don't get that, say, what am I going to hear next and when am I going to hear it?
Yeah, I would agree with everything Dustin just said. The one thing I would ask is, there's a slight difference between saying, hey, what's the next step, Larry, versus like, so are you interested? And what I usually tell people is, I have no idea. I don't know. I'll let you know.
All right, last question. How should founders negotiate terms with a VC?
You're raising an amount of money. You should be clear on how much you're raising. A lot of VCs these days will actually offer you more than that, as you told the story earlier. And listen, I think VC rounds tend to be 10 to 30%. I guess you could try and ask for 10%, so 2 on 18, 20 post. We want to, they want to do 30%, so, 3 on 7. Get somewhere in the middle as high as you can. Don't only focus on price. If there's a slightly different price and there's someone that you think is going to be amazing at helping you raise your next round and working with you, I really don't overestimate for 10, 20% extra higher price.
Yep.
Yeah. My quick line there is just stand behind your work. So if you're coming to me saying, I want to raise 2 to 2.5, and just stand behind the work. Have a model or at least a point of view that you can stand behind to say, yeah, I've thought it through. I didn't just read some TechCrunch headline, and this is what I want to do and why. So stand behind the work.
All right. Speed round is over.